Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again to declare war on the worst people of all time, vegans. They're out there doing something disgraceful. They're trying to hunt us down, us poor meat eaters, and try to trick us into eating dog meat, and it's got to stop. And let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, the worst thing about it is the person at the center of this controversy is none other than Vegan Booty.
Hi there, would you like to try a free sample?
There she is, living the dream. So here's Vegan Booty, Tash Peterson. We all know her, we all don't love her. She's suggesting in this that scientifically speaking, dogs and chickens are exactly the same. That's a nice opinion. Well done, Tash.
We are a company called Happy Beagle and we're trying to put an end.
So yeah, Vegan Booty, and they've done this before a lot. In fact, I think it was PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. They did this for the very first time a number of years ago. In fact, in a moment, I believe I saw them post something about eating dog again, so I'll go and find that. But for now, Tash Peterson's out there with the people, Vegan Booties, throwing out the idea that these people are going to try something that is, in fact, dog. Now, I'm going to blow everybody's mind in a minute with my amazing and incredible argument for why it's okay to eat pigs and chickens and cows and not dogs, all right? Just stick around for that.
Would you like to try a free sample? We are a company called Happy Beagle and we're trying to put an end to animal testing. We're actually rescuing beagles who are subjected to horrific practices of testing for beauty and cosmetic products. We're putting them onto a humane farm and we're humanely harvesting our beagles as a new meat product.
Beagle?
Beagle, yes.
You do?
Have you ever tried dog before? Oh, is there something wrong with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You can be rest assured that these beagles weren't pets. They were actually bred into existence to be exploited.
I will interject, Vegan Booty, I'm sorry. And it pains me to say this, she is making sense. It is hypocritical, in fact, that human beings decide that we eat some things and we don't eat others. Regrettably, though, and here is my argument for why it's okay to eat other animals but not dogs, that's just the way it fucking is. And if you don't like it, fuck off to one of the countries that either just eats veggies or just eats dogs, all right? You can go and live over there, because in my country, where we fucking run shit, we can eat whatever the fuck we want and we can decide not to eat whatever the fuck we want. And that is the end of the argument. And if you don't like that and you want to disagree with 20,000 years of human evolution alongside puppy dogs, then you can suck my foreskin, whoever you are, all right? Fuck you all to the moon. We're not eating dogs, all right? And we're not eating spiders either, because I don't want to. All right, let's continue on after my outburst. We've got another lady
Would you like a piece of dog meat?
No, thank you.
Why not?
We cannot accept that.
But you eat the other animals and accept their death and slaughter?
It sounds like an AI video. You accept the death and slaughter of the other peoples and the other animals, but not the puppy dogs. That's right, mate. Okay, so this is Vegan Militant, and she, I think, is angry vegan, like they all fucking are. And she's trying to get people to basically argue with her about why it's okay to eat some animals and not dogs. Once again, I will continue with my insanely amazing argument that is because we fucking don't, mate. We don't want to eat our dogs. End of story. End of fucking story. They're man's and gender non-conforming's best friend, all right? We don't eat our friends, mate. We eat those ugly fucking cows. So fuck them.
Yes, but not dogs.
But they taste delicious and have protein.
They taste delicious and have the proteins. Very good.
So what are the reasons that you do that to cows? They're probably similar.
What are the reasons?
The dogs, we have them inside our house, but not...
Those dogs you didn't have inside your house.
No, that's right.
So you can eat them just like the cows that you didn't have inside your house.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Or we should respect all
I don't know
animals.
if having something inside your house means you cannot eat it, but I wouldn't keep certain animals inside my house. Chickens, for one. They are pooing machines. In fact, they shit right underneath where they sleep at night. So those dumb can stay outside in the cold. As for the other animals, It's a ridiculous argument. We're getting down in the weeds of it. There are some animals that we decide are okay to kill and consume and others that we have decided are not. In fact, most vegans are very happy to kill ants and spiders and flies and cockroaches, but they decide that the bigger animals you're not allowed to. Even meat eaters. Most meat eaters will happily eat a cow or a lamb, a baby sheep, but they won't eat, say, a giraffe or a zebra, or they won't eat a deer. It's very strange hypocrisy, but it lives inside the human condition and there's nothing we can do about it. Ah, yes, here's Peter. Peter is pretending to cook a dead dog. That's lovely. You wouldn't eat a dog, why eat a pig? Because fuck pigs. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, fucking suck me off. Nobody belongs on a grill. Go vegan. How about go and get fucked? That's a good one. So here they are. They're cooking this, and there's that dude right there is holding up a dead dog. Interesting how vegans do that. Like, they pretend that they are so against animal cruelty, but they'll eat things like vegan bacon, vegan meat, vegan. Like, why? Why don't you just eat fucking vegetables, you fucking weird. Okay, so here's the video from it, and people are like, oh, that's fucked, because they're looking at a dog on a barbecue, and they don't like that, because it's a dog on the barbecue. The fact of the matter remains that we as human beings, we don't see the death process that animals go through for us to consume. And lots of animals obviously consume other animals as well. And this death process has been going on forever and will continue forever with all different animals, obviously. It's just so happens that we're the only species that puts ours in vacuum sealed bags in the butchery or in the supermarket, and that's where we first see them. The fact of the matter remains that animals eat animals, and we as animals will continue to eat animals. There you go. It's not that hard, is it? And that probably is why there's articles like this getting around. Vegans are more likely to be depressed, study suggests. No doubt. But it does go on to say that the reason that these vegans are depressed isn't because of their malnourished bodies, but is because of plant-based milk. And as someone who consumes almond milk on a daily basis, I would just like to say this. I'd rather have depression than shit myself every day.
Not being vegan is like being a child abuser.
Pardon? Fucking pardon?
I'm gonna keep on eating animals, and that's my personal choice. That's fine, that's your personal choice. I'm gonna keep on assaulting children, and that's my personal choice.
What the fuck?
But the children are unconsenting victims. Yeah, but I need to have sex for my health. You could just masturbate or find a consenting adult.
What the fuck is this?
Children are never able to give informed consent. That's not my problem. This is the circle of life.
God.
I have an urge to procreate, and I'm not gonna deny
She actually
my
made
natural
this video.
instincts. Well, I don't think that's a good justification to violate somebody's body. Well, that's too bad. I'm bigger and stronger, and I like it, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. There are other ways that you can feel good, and even if there wasn't, I don't think that...
This is a vegan suggesting that the sexual abuse of a child and a sexual abuser's argument is exactly the same. There's a parallel between that and eating meat.
Personal pleasure is a good justification to exploit children. Look, I respect your personal choice to not abuse children. You should respect my personal choice to use them. Also, my religion says that's what they're here for.
Can you believe that is a real human being that made that? I need to make an entire video on this person. Oh my God. This has to be the most outrageously ridiculous opinion of all time. Yeah, it's 100% like this. Non-vegans need to wake up and take responsibility for their actions. No, they don't. And no, it's fucking not. Eating an animal, all right, a prey animal, is not the same as a predator, a piece of shit, the worst human beings imaginable, having with a child. It is not the same. And if you think that, you are the dumbest that has ever lived on this planet. Fuck you to the moon. Fuck, I need to lighten up after that. That is fucking depressing as fuck that people actually think like that. Here's a video to make us all feel happy about ourselves once again.
Stop killing animals, go vegan!
Oh, Jesus.
It's disgusting violence.
Oh my God. Okay, we're going down a vegan rabbit hole now. There's only one way out of it. Okay, this guy is Vegan Andy, if you don't know, and we've covered him on the channel before. He is a fucking nutbag. He's insane, he's crazy, and he proves it every single upload that he does. He also interviews kids a lot. Not suggesting he's doing anything illegal, it's just fucking weird. Stop it. But here he is in the middle of traffic. I'm sorry, but if you're going to sit in the middle of traffic, you deserve everything you fucking get. I don't want him to get hit by a car. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is don't sit in fucking traffic.
Stop killing animals, go vegan!
Who are you yelling at? Everyone's got their windows up.
It's disgusting violence. Be vegan, not violent.
Isn't this the guy, I think, allegedly that was suffering from the inability to maintain an erection, and then he went vegan and now he just gets stiffies all day? I'm not 100% sure if this is the right guy, so this is alleged, but apparently he couldn't get an erection and then became vegan and now can get an erection. It's like, congratulations, bro, but why the fuck are you on the road? What else is he up to?
Is this animal cruelty?
Oh, here he is. He's talking to fucking children again.
A cute dog and do this.
Yes.
Is it animal cruelty to pick up the pig and do this?
Yes.
Do you eat pigs?
Yep.
What a video.
Piggeries, legally, pick them up by the back leg, and these animals grow too slow. They're called a runt.
Yeah.
With your money. Do you need bacon?
Well, you don't need them, but...
You don't need them. So it's
Okay.
done...
I don't like the idea that people bang pigs over their fucking heads. That's not great. That sounds like a terrible time. But also, if it kills them immediately, then that's life, isn't it? I know, it's horrible to think like that, but that is the death process. In a perfect world, they would be shot in the head. They would never see a human until the moment their life ends, but that's not the world we live in. So maybe we should all be out hunting. Maybe that's the existence we should have. And, you know, if we didn't have to go to work all day and then pick the kids up from childcare and all those type of things, we'd had time to hunt. Maybe that would be perfect, but that isn't the world we live in right now. Maybe it'll go back to that. Maybe one day there'll be a last of a situation and we'll have to learn to hunt again. But until then, this is the shit that happens, okay? And it is not perfect. No doubt. There is no perfection when it comes to the death of a living creature. But, yeah, it's never going to be overly lovely, is it? Raw baby eater. Oh my god. Guy's eating a raw fucking chicken. What a lunatic. Why is he eating a raw chicken? Why are you showing dead chickens? Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. And be vegan, don't eat raw chickens. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh no, blowing vape in a vegan's face.
It's my cousin. I'm the fucking son. I don't cuss on you.
Don't touch your shit.
What are you doing? Vegan kids at a funeral. What the fuck is happening, Andy? Stop it!
We don't think twice before setting someone's soul.
Why are you doing?
Anyone, right?
Assault. Not touching you. Not violent.
Why are you wrestling a fucking child? Andy's a fucking lunatic. Let's go to another video that's not to do with fucking Andy. Let's click on this link here I have. I wonder what it is. Humans are frugivores. We don't need protein to grow muscle. Okay, well that's incorrect. Do yourself a favor, okay? Don't listen to dickheads like this, skinny little men like this. Go and watch Mike Israel's video on protein, someone who is a bodybuilder. He will tell you everything you need to know, and one of the things you probably need to know is that if you get protein from, say, something like a piece of broccoli or something, not only do you have to eat a shit ton of it, it is not as bioavailable. It is not absorbed into your system as well as, say, something from whey protein, from cow's milk, or perhaps from muscle meats or whatever. Okay, there are some foods that are vegan that do have higher bioavailable levels of protein in them, but just to suggest that you don't need protein is highly.
I'm at the cemetery today.
We're back with fucking vegan Andy
paying my
again.
respects to all the non-vegans who died from eating animals. It makes me so sad.
A fucking cemetery from people from the 1800s.
That they died from eating animals so much.
Imagine thinking that Andy was the picture of health. You look like a lemonade ice block, bro.
For making the animals suffer, they suffered too. It's terribly sad. All these
a lot of people get this wrong
everywhere.
about heart disease and cancers and these type of ailments when it comes to meat consumption. All of these studies, they are talking about, when they talk about meat, they're talking about what you would put on a plate for dinner. So a piece of, let's say, processed hamburger meat or something like that on a highly refined carbohydrate bun with simple sugars. The sauce has a heap of sugar in it and all this other type of stuff. These studies aren't looking at people who are just eating like grass-fed steak with butter. They're talking about people who are eating the standard American or Australian or United Kingdom's diet, okay? The shitty diet with full of simple carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, simple sugars, all that type of shit. That's what's giving people cancer. That's what's making people sick. Eating too many calories, that's what's making people sick, making people fat, killing people. Not fucking meat.
I was vegetarian for a year, but
no, not fucking Andy again. Why have I got so many clips of Andy? Actually, what does this lady say? Why is he talking to a tiny child again?
And I was passing out in the middle of the street.
Okay, not all these people are kids, but they're very young. Stop talking to young people. Talk to a fucking adult, okay? I know these people are technically adults. They're 18, 19 years old, but still, Andy, fucking leave people alone.
So it's a health thing?
Yes.
Okay, she said she had very low iron levels when she went vegetarian.
Do you eat ice cream and cakes?
Yeah.
Well, then it's not a health thing. You lied to me.
Oh, you got her. You got her there, Andy. She said she eats ice cream. She's talking about iron levels. Ladies, when they have a period, they lose a lot of iron because they're losing a lot of blood, and blood is rich in iron, right? Does that make complete sense? That's why a lot of ladies supplement. That's why a lot of ladies need to eat a lot more meat when it comes to their period or their monthly cycles. Andy suggesting that because she eats ice cream and cakes, it's not a medical thing, is another fucking reason that everyone thinks Andy is insane. Listen, Andy, if you're watching this, I think you like what you're doing, you really believe in it, and that's great, but you're just a bit fucking strange, big fella. All right? You're just a bit strange. Animals are on Earth for us to eat. I don't know if I can use this music. Factory farms aren't that bad. Oh, okay. This is Humane Vision, a beautiful vegan man coming in to put his butthole at the camera for some reason to show us here's all these excuses that meat eaters use when they're talking to vegans. It's the circle of life. They would eat us, etc., etc. Animals are on Earth for us to eat. Animals eat animals. We're animals is one of the top comments, and that is spot fucking on. But yeah, Humane Vision. He's got 66,000 likes, only 67,000 likes on this. Obviously, people are agreeing with him. A soy boy for 9 years. I see what you're doing. That's what people use as an insult to you. But you're using it for your own power. That's incredible. But I tell you one thing, and here's one reason we shouldn't listen to this dude, other than putting his feet up on camera, is he likes to hang out with these people.
You know, I tried going vegan once.
What happened?
Well, I couldn't get enough protein. I almost died.
Well, that's because you need...
Tash and Jack, the vegan booty people, are in this beautiful man's video. Well done. I don't know why I called him a beautiful man twice. You're not ugly, dude, but you're not that hot. Fucking get over yourself. He never claimed to be hot either. I don't know why the more that I defend it, the stranger I sound. Oh, have you heard of tofu, he says. We're going to turn the copyright music off. Have you heard of tofu? Tofu's not as good as meat. Setient, I don't know what that is. It sounds like a medication. Soy milk's gross, and it gives you fucking man boobs, and whatever that last word was. And not to mention, every edible plant has protein. Yeah. But once again, you have to eat all of the broccoli that's ever existed to get the exact same amount that's in a steak. So eat a steak. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the only way that we can get our point across, okay? And the best way to get our point across, and that is to eat meat. So have yourself a steak tonight and think about that little cow that grew up wanting to be possibly the president of the world and instead is on your plate where it deserves to be, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck vegans. I need to bring that back because that was the catch cry of a generation. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace to the Middle East. Meat stinks. Eat your meat and leave your veggies on your plate. Put them in the bin. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.